Hello everyone, it's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. I've been asked the question how to say my name. It's simply Kitty. I use the last name Lane, so Kitty Lane. But welcome to Create and Relate. It is the 15th of July, 38 years ago, I gave birth to my first son. He was my second child, but my first son. So happy birthday, Melvin! I am now working on the bag that goes to Lattice Prey, the shawl that I've been working on. And of course, y'all know I've always got to do something different. So that's going to be this bag. I also wanted to talk to you a little bit about foundation rows and chains. I recently ran across a video where 3 options were given to me. There are 5. 4 of them involve making your chain. The other doesn't. That's building your foundation row using the basic stitches. If your first row in your back and forth crochet is all the same stitch, you can build your foundation row doing that stitch. There are a lot of tutorials on it. I'm scared to do tutorials right now. I don't have the proper camera angle. The problem I have with it, and I've been trying it for years, is evidently I don't have the proper tension for it. Or I don't know where to tighten, where to loosen. If I want to have a wonky first row, then building that foundation row with either the single crochet, half double crochet, or treble crochet, all in US terms, then it's going to be really, really wonky and it's not going to look good. So I personally don't use that one. Therefore, I use one of the chain methods. One of the chain methods that I'm not crazy about either is working 2 loops. And if I can show, maybe I can show you that one. When you have your chain row, typically people will go in that one and pull up. That's one option. Sometimes people choose 2. Now I won't be able to get it because I'm trying to show you. It's hard for me to get it the way I'm doing it. Okay. Sometimes people will choose 2. And I can't pull them apart. Here we go. They'll pick 2 loops to go under and work that way all the way across. Another method is when you turn that chain row over, there's a little bump that goes across the back. For me, that works pretty well, and it also leaves a nice even chain look across the bottom. The question is the tension on your chain row. Now, the way I finally got mine to work for me is if my work calls for an I hook or a 6.0, nope, 5.5. If it calls for a 5.5 and then I will use the 6.0, the J, to make my chain row. And I'll use the same tension that I normally use, and the I will help to make those stitches a little more even because I don't have to fight to get into them. I crochet a little tight, but I don't have to fight to get into them, and it just makes it a lot simpler. So those are the 5 options that you have. In the meantime, I happened across the channel the other night. I mentioned her before. It's Crochet HD. I will definitely make sure I put that in the description box. She's amazing. She basically talks about 80s crochet, and it's fascinating to watch her. Also, Miss Tina, I think it's Crochet by the Rose, if I'm not mistaken, but I'll definitely make sure I drop that in the description box as well. She always has something, a nugget that we need to hear. Drea, my newfound niece. If I were ever to sit down and crochet with somebody just to sit and crochet, that would be the one. That would be my one. I'm telling you. She crochets, y'all. I'm telling you. And she be working it. She is dynamic on apparels. I've watched her make a dress. I've watched her make shorts. I've watched her make a jacket. She's amazing. She's amazing. She really is. Those 3 people, well, 2 of those 3 people have personally given me a lot of feedback and a lot of help, and I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Lisa Pate also has given me feedback, and I appreciate you. All of these people I'm going to drop in the description box. Please look them up. Go to their channel. Support. We all need the support. We all need the love. So please do this. Kiara, 2 more days, hon. I got you. I've been in that prayer closet hard. I have. So know that I'm going to be right there by your side. I'll be right there with you. And please continue to pray for Crystal of Bagaday. She had an incident happen not too long ago and in recovery. But she's doing well. She's doing well. She looks good and she sounds good. So please let all of us continue to reach out to each other and support each other. Miss Maureen and Carrie, I just watched them this morning. I have not done any bingos yet. I don't quite know how it works, and I don't want to get in there and embarrass myself. I don't think that they would allow embarrassment to even step in the room, but they are really sweet ladies. Miss Carrie is working on a wedding blanket that is, oh my God, amazing. If you can go back and look at their replay of their live for this morning, it's under my crochet story. I'm dropping that too. That blanket is amazing. It really is. If she were to call it a finished project right now, it could go for that. It is absolutely amazing. It really is. Miss Maureen does nice work as well. But like I said, I will drop all this info in the description box. Or should I say, in the description box. And y'all be sure to go check them out. I just got through rolling my yarn that I got yesterday into balls. Into cakes, rather, I should say. I was able to do the smaller ones. I did one of the red one and one of the green. They don't do too well rolling them into cakes. The yarn slips a lot on itself. And I only did one ball of each. The good thing was I was able to get a complete skein on a cake for both of them. So I find the cakes a little easier to work with, especially since I had to pull out a quarter of a skein to find the starting strand. And I just have to pull out quarter skeins. But I am getting to work on these bags today. Like I said, I did finish lattice spray. So after I get these bags done, I only have 2 more shawls to make. One of them I definitely have to make. If I don't get to Pretty in Purple, it's okay. That one was mine. It's okay. But the others were mandatory for me. I have ideas in mind for the pattern for them. It's kind of stuck up here. And then there's another one that I want to do at a later date, where I got a lot of inspiration from Kay of Kay's Crochet, and that's another channel that you can check out. She does a lot of tutorials. Crystal and Kay do a lot of tutorials, and I'm sure there are many more, but those are ones that I've seen that I highly recommend. Juan the Yarn Addict. I've chimed in on a couple of his tutorials as well, and he does a lot of them too. So they're really good. They're really cool. Check them out. Subscribe, like. I do want to thank my subscribers. I also want to thank my viewers. I did a little short yesterday with my grandson, and I was just checking on things to see how they were going, and as I was watching them, the numbers were going up and up and up. I'm like, yay! I haven't told or shown my grandson yet, but I know he'll be excited. So he might pop in from time to time just to say hi to you all, and my granddaughter too. So I want everybody to focus on having a really good day. I have some external business as well as crochet business to get back to. I got to get back on this phone, y'all. It's not my favorite thing to do, and it's not that it's not my favorite thing to do. It's who I have to continue to call. It's crazy. But yeah, remember that about the foundation row and those chain stitches. And a lot of it, the biggest thing about the chain stitches and the foundation row is consistent tension. You know, if you're a tight crocheter, keep it all tight. If you are a loose crocheter, keep it all loose. I find that trying to be a loose crocheter, it's harder to maintain consistency, I guess is the best way to say it. Like I said, the foundation, building that foundation row for me, boy. And I've been trying that for I want to say 6 or 7 years. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2017. It was either 17 or 18 that I first tried it. And when I looked at my work, I was like, another trick, when you make that chain row, if you're not consistent, when you complete the row or you get about halfway or whatever, if you take that chain at the beginning and the end and just stretch it and let it go back, lots of times, if the tension is not that much different, it'll pull everything into place. And also, when you're working that foundation row across those chains, it's a lot easier, and it makes your work look a lot better. Kind of keeps the ends from curling. I did not do that when I did this, so I've got a curly end, but I know that being that when I work my bags, I go from top to top, and when I put those sides together, it's going to straighten those curly ends out. So I'm not worried about that. Happy crocheting. And don't forget, when you walk past that mirror and you see that reflection, say, hey, I love you. And know from the bottom of my heart, the depths of my soul, that I, Kitty Lane, love you too. You guys have an awesome day.